Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. Saya Najib Arif dan ini Niaga AWANI. Banyak syarikat hari ini melaksanakan strategi pengambilan pekerja dengan kos efektif yang membawa kepada peningkatan pengangguran semasa pandemik. Dan juga pada tahun 2020 sebagai contoh, kadar pengangguran ialah 4.5%, tertinggi dalam hampir 3 dekad. Ekonomi Malaysia juga pada ketika itu menguncup 5.6%, situasi yang tidak pernah kita lihat sejak 1998 sewaktu krisis kewangan Asia. Namun ia bertambah baik pada tahun 2021. Kalau kita melihat dan juga menurut Persekutuan Akauntan Antarabangsa, walau bagaimanapun dengan lebih banyak sektor ekonomi yang dibuka pada ketika ini seperti suku ketiga 2021 dan seterusnya, antara perkara yang didapati adalah kekurangan kemahiran perakaunan yang diperlukan oleh majikan pada masa kini. Menurut Institut Maklumat dan juga Analisis Pasaran Buruh Perakaunan, ialah profession keempat yang paling mendapat permintaan di Malaysia. Bagi mengulas lanjut, kita bersama dengan Wakil Persatuan Juruteknik Perakaunan, May Yokpa, yang bersedia pada ketika ini. May, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. First of all, May, we faced with the shortage of chartered accountant even before the pandemic struck Malaysia. For instance, Malaysia Institute of Accountants said that we need 60,000 chartered accountants by 2030, which originally targeted by 2020. Pandemic has certainly exacerbated the process. Where are we right now in terms of producing more chartered accountant or more accountant technicians in that sense?
Well, during the pandemic, we find that businesses have contracted and most of the activities have slowed down. And this has also caused a slowdown similarly to people taking up accountancy courses. And also it has affected some of the professional bodies examinations, causing cancellation or even postponement. So the number of people picking up the accounting studies have also slowed down, and we are still facing the shortage of accounting experts as we stand now, and that's why the time frame has been moved to 2030. But with the government initiatives, we believe that the numbers will pick up, and also with the reopening of the economies, people's outlook will be positive and will improve in times. And accounting is always a necessary profession or function within businesses.
And May, since the pandemic, the world is focusing more into upskilling and reskilling the workforce, and Malaysia is certainly focusing on the same area as well. What is the take-up like for people to upskill or reskill their expertise into accounting right now?
I think like right now we are now in the transition period from a lockdown to opening up of economy. We find that lots of people have lost their jobs during the pandemic, during the lockdowns, and many employers look for people with basic accounting skills. And you can see an influx or a surge of people looking to upskill themselves in accounting and bookkeeping to get them and to secure a job within the workplace. And from there, we will see people then moving up the ladder to achieve higher accounting professional qualifications like the AAT or even the ACCA. So we see this would be on an upskill mode, and people would be gaining bookkeeping skills to actually gain full employment within the industry.
May, what are some of the challenges do these individuals face when transitioning to a career into in accounting from different backgrounds?
I think one of the key challenges is lack of technical knowledge. Yeah, when they apply for jobs, employers ask for basic accounting skills, and because of the necessity to secure a job, they say yes, they have the skills. But when they are faced with the real workplace, they feel insecure.
A lack of self-confidence because they are not able to tackle the intricacies of bookkeeping and accounting. And that's where you will see them trying to upskill themselves in this area. So that is the key challenge. The other challenge is, of course, they have to leave their, whatever they have studied before and to move on to another career. And that is quite scary yeah, because they have to relearn things, they might have to even go back to school. So this is some of the, I would say, the key challenges. Yeah, and of course the other factor is because they do not have the necessary technical qualification, they would have to start at the salary than they were earning before at their earlier jobs. Yeah, so these are some of the life changes that they will face.
Of course, employers are always advised to prepare their workforce with new set of skills, and in this context for accountant, more trainings needed to upskill them. How has the employers react to this call, and is cost still the main hurdle for employers to train their workforce?
Yeah, as you know, more than 95% of the businesses in Malaysia are SMEs. So they are very cost conscious. And so salaries, training, costs, all these are a factor and it contributes to their costs. So whenever it comes to training, the SMEs tend to be a bit more reluctant to release their staff for training. And the government has actually been promoting free trainings and staffs are signing up, but some of the SMEs are still reluctant to release them. So staffs have to take their own personal leave. But on the contrary, the larger companies tend uh, to be more willing to invest in staff training, and as well as those companies that contribute to HRD Corp training levy, you will see them engaging and encouraging the staff to go for training, functional training, and skills training.
Yeah. How the AAT's courses have helped strengthen the accounting industry through the pandemic, and Malaysia's businesses move ahead in post-pandemic era? And maybe if you can share with us also what are some of the distinctions between the AAT pathways and also a commonly known course like ACCA?
Well, AAT is a level lower than ACCA. And of course, during the pandemic and also post-pandemic, you will see businesses trying to revive and trying to resuscitate their business. So cost is a factor. And if you're running a business, you would want to look into salaries, which is the key element, key contributing factor to cost. And of course, to employ a chartered accountant is expensive. And so
Alternative option is to employ fully qualified accounting functions who can do the accounting functions well, but then of course when it comes to signing of the financial statement, even audit, that can be outsourced or passed on to a full account. So I would see AAT becoming a very key element in terms of pushing this further and also fulfilling the needs of the SMEs in terms of bookkeeping and accounting tasks. And in terms of the pathway, you will see that people more, how do you say, prefer a shorter route of studies. And so AAT gives people a shorter study route. They can actually study up to AAT level 4, professional diploma, and they will be a qualified accounting technician. And with that, they are very equipped to face the workplace. And of course, if they want to further their studies to be a chartered accountant, they can do so. And that time they are financially able. They are also, in terms of confidence, they are more apt to take up more challenges, as in the more difficult examination, and also the stress level that you have to take when you go for further studies. Yeah.
Alright, May, thank you so much for spending time with us this morning. Itu tadi Wakil Persatuan Juruteknik Perakaunan, May Yok Pak, membincangkan tentang bagaimanakah cabaran yang dihadapi Malaysia pada ketika ini, kekurangan akaunten sektor perakaunan ini, dan juga bagaimanakah penambahbaikan melalui AAT itu disediakan dan juga menjadi penyelesaian untuk jangka masa pendek, jangka masa sederhana dan juga jangka masa panjang. Baik, kita akan berhenti rehat seketika, kita akan kembali selepas ini.